Word is, super mutants just hit the place. They're still trying to rebuild. Should be easy pickings.
If there's anything left. How good is this source of yours?
It's good, Shank. I don't bring you bullshit.
And I'd like to keep it that way. Here, earn this. Anything else you find out?
Shank, you'll be the first to know.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you and Nuka World's favorite Cyclops are standing here, well, I suppose he expects you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
Let's get one thing straight here. It may have been his suggestion, but it'll be my decision.
I can see that. Well, regardless of the source, idea's a good one. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears.
Shank ain't kidding. This is gonna be all kinds of fun.
So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from. An outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
I think you know what I'd rather do, boss.
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Ha! Stick with the classics. Now, once you and the crew have cleaned the place out, those lucky girls and boys will move in and start working the place. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang you want to join you on the job?
The Disciples.
Yeah? Better bring a tarp.
I'm sure the ladies will be happy to get some blood on their hands. For a good cause, of course. Hell, for any cause.
That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, what's the target? Let me... Alright, that one will work. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. Be a couple of our guys waiting for you when you arrive. Help you clean the place out. Now you're not gonna be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Now, if you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, might be worth checking in with some of the gang bosses. Probably got some trick or two up their sleeves. The crew that's joining you is just gonna have standard kits though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along some extra gear. Show those settlers who's in charge.
Iron Maiden's out to an early lead, but Piece of Junk's right behind. Atomic Dreams is still hanging in there. This is one hell of a race. Damn it! What is it now? Take him down, boys.
Hey.
Got a good look at them, boss. Seems they brought in some muscle, which just means more bloodshed to go around. Wanna move in?
Let's get this show on the road.
Hell yeah. House, boss.
You gonna build me something nice?
Things just got interesting.
Things just got interesting.
Hey there.
Unimpressive. But I guess it'll do. Sooner we get some supplies coming in, the better. You can run along now. Go tell them how it went.
Hey, Shank.
Well, well. Word going around is there's some new raider boss tearing up the Commonwealth. Not too shabby.
It's a damn good start.
I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Why stop at kneecaps?
Kneecaps? Meet bullets.
So, which gang you want to back you up?
The operators.
I'll send word along. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, the Slog might be a good choice. So, where you want to do this? Yup, that place'll do. Now, forcing a place to turn over provisions ain't complicated. Put any backup they might have called in the dirt. I'll send a couple gangers to meet you there. Watch yourself out there.
This ain't over.
seriously gonna make me hunt you? All right.
We got company.
God, I hope there's a bounty.
You hear something?
Casualties.
Hey,
Hey, boss. Preparations are all set. You just let us know when you want us to get started crippling some settlers and putting holes in their friends.
Let's do this.
All right.
try, asshole. But I'm still standing.
You're gonna start supplying Nuka World. Understand?
All right. We'll send whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
Oh no.
Let's have some fun. Open fire!
They're threatening to tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there. It's cute, but irritating.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this. Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example.
Mayhem and destruction is what I'm thinking. For what it's worth.
I will rip them to shreds personally.
Bingo. Only language raiders in the Commonwealth understand. Force. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
That's it then.
Hey.
Well, look who finally made it. We spotted a pretty shady group nearby. Could get company any minute, so watch your back.
Who's in charge around here? I'll tear their heart out. You! You!
Longer.
Shank.
Heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Those raiders won't be causing us any more problems.
That's what I've been hearing. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement.
Uh-huh. Right. Uh-huh.
The hell?
Heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Those raiders won't be causing us any more problems.
That's what I've been hearing. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, you come find me. No better tool to tell you what your outpost may be hurting for. Now, this time around, seems the outpost doesn't need much setting up. Means we can start looking onward. And with the place in as good shape as it is, I was thinking it might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. Be good to make some trouble in the Commonwealth again. So, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Good to hear. Because what you've made is a foothold. To solidify our place, our outfit's gonna need some real numbers. 2 more outposts carved from the Commonwealth ought to do the trick. Get all that together, and, well, we'll have a real base of power on our hands. With that, we keep expanding from there. We'll even be able to set up spots where the locals can come drop off tribute. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, you'll want to start by claiming another 2 outposts. You just let me know whenever you want to get rolling on those jobs. So, boss, what's the plan?
Looking to run a job.
Works for me.
Right. Rally some bodies. We're gonna beat a settlement into supplying us.
Think we should put claiming...
Uh-huh. Organize a crew.
Think we should put claiming those new outposts to bed first. So...
It's time we took over another settlement. Get a gang together.
Sure. And which gang you want to join?
The Disciples.
Done. So, where do you want to hit? Let me... Yeah, that one will do.
Hey.
Boss, I checked out what we're facing. Some nobodies and their entourage. Should be a fun kill. Wanna move in?
Let's get this show on the road.
Hell!
Right.
Eyes up. Gotcha. Well, that was fun.
Things just got interesting. Well, would you look at this place? Things just got interesting.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Right? You're the boss. You're smarter than the last boss. Not like it's some big challenge.
Shank.
Hey, boss. Just one more outpost to claim. You want me to set up that job, you just say. So, what do you need?
I'm interested in running a job.
Yeah.
I want to claim another outpost for our gangs.
And did you want to talk?
Get me a crew.
I'll make it happen. And which gang you want?
Uh-huh. The operators.
Sounds good. So, Let me... Yup, that place'll do. So you know how this job works. Head to the target, put down anything that moves. Be a couple of our guys waiting for you when you arrive. Help you clean the place out. Knock 'em dead, boss.
Hey, Shank.
Just don't let them kill you, boss. Wouldn't look good for the rest.
Hey.
Went and looked the place over, boss. Those settlers think their backup's gonna save them. They're dead wrong. Time for us to move in?
Let's get this show on the road.
Hell yes.